Hi guys, welcome back for another one. Today guys, I am reviewing the 6 newest characters being added in this patch, and I'm giving you guys the most efficient toon that you will want to invest in to help you clear content in this game. Now guys, this is based off my resource management philosophy, so this will be most beneficial to those newer and mid-game players. And I will get into more detail as we get past the intro, so guys, if you're ready for it, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Now this will probably be the last time you guys see the old resource management logo in the background. I have a brand new one I am breaking out for the new resource management 2021 that is coming out very soon, redoing all the videos plus giving you even more deep side information that you did not get in the first series earlier in 2020. So in case you guys are new here and have not caught any resource management videos in the past, I'm going to put an eye in the corner of the screen to go check out the very first one that I did. But resource management is all about being efficient with your resources to help you get to end game content. And basically this video will be about if you're going to unload money on one character or unload your stockpile of cores that you've built up by various ways you can do so, which character is most worth it for an early and mid game player. So before we get started, let's define each type of player. So first, early game players. You guys are defined as pretty much new. You're not level capped at this point. You want to unlock characters and you only want to build the characters you need to clear content. You want to build tall, not wide. And today's video is just a taste of what resource management has in store for you guys to help you clear the content of this game and get to end game player status as soon as possible. Mid game players. At this point, you are still focusing on clearing content, but you're also making a push in the raid difficulties. You want the raid resources. And then finally, late game players, which my advice today is not going to be the best for you because your resource efficiency, you should have done everything resource management can provide you. You should have all content unlocked, so you're getting every single resource this game has to provide for free. And you want to make sure that you are ready to go for when the next content is announced. And at this point, you should be building a top-notch arena and balancing out your war team. So arena still is important even as an early and mid-game player, but you don't want to invest every last resource into that game mode if it prevents you from getting further in other parts of the game. Better explanation coming in the future, guys, but right now, trust me, take my word for it. And then war teams. War is an end game mode. If you focus on building war teams as an earlier or mid game player, trust me, you are hurting yourself. And that will be explained later in a future resource management video also. So now let's get into the 6 characters. The first character I want to talk about is the one that as a new or mid game player, you do not want to invest your resources into when they are launched. And that first one is Elena Bulova. As a new character, she can only do Heroes Chapter 7, Nodes 4 through 6, and the ISO campaign. Now the other thing you guys have to understand about resource management is that it takes in things like challenges, legendary unlocks, raids, Dark Dimension, arena, and some of this information takes a while until the community starts getting these characters developed and starts using them. So some of the stuff that I present, you do have to take with a grain of salt that they could be useful somewhere that one, that they're currently not labeled as, and 2, if I project that they can be used somewhere else, I'm going to say so. I'm not going to list it here, but I'm going to say so. Elena Bulova, I don't think so. So I think as a free-to-play, light spender, early game, mid-game player, she is a skippable character, along with her cohort Red Guardian. Once again, can only be used in Heroes Chapter 7, Nodes 4 through 6, and ISO campaign. If you guys haven't seen my resource management called Campaign Gods, I'm going to put an eye in the corner screen for you guys to go check that one out so you guys get a better idea of what I'm talking about here in case that you need that. Now, Red Guardian, I do give a small notch over Elena just because I think Red Guardian could get some solo player, especially in real-time arena. Probably taking over the role that most people use Drax for in real-time arena. He's pretty much Drax 2.0, does a lot more, so I could see him being used more. Now moving up the list, but still not the top character, is Shatter Star. Can only be used in these campaigns: Cosmic Campaign, Heroes Chapter 7, Nodes 7 through 9, Doom War Chapter 1, Nodes 1 through 3. Looking at both him and his partner, which is up next, same thing, long shot can only use in Cosmic Campaign, Heroes Chapter 7, Nodes 7 through 9, and Doom War Chapter 1, Nodes 1 through 3. Like I said, they're a great pair combo. Looks like they're getting a lot of real-time arena exposure from the higher end whales, but they still don't do the most of the characters that are unleashed this patch. And I'm struggling to see where else they can fit in. I'm not seeing them as a raid team, I'm not seeing them as an arena team, and I'm not even seeing them doing challenges. So Longshot and Shatter Star really are only for late game players and do late game content for war. I mean, imagine they're going to be able to put on some kind of war team that can do some damage. But yeah, I'm not seeing them in any other game mode that would help out earlier mid game players. Now, obviously we have 2 characters left. They obviously have the same similar tags and can do the same thing. So the character I put in last, I feel has more long-term viability than the character I put first next. So the first character up is Iceman. Now both Iceman and Kitty Pryde, which you guys can figure out right now, she's the last character, can both do 4 campaign sections. They can both do Heroes Chapter 7, 4 through 6, just like Red Guardian and Elena, and the ISO campaign, just like Red Guardian and Elena. They can also do more Chapter 1, nodes 1 through 3, just like Shatter Star and Longshot. Plus, they add on the Nexus Chapter 8, nodes 7 through 9. And oh yeah, did you know they can use to unlock Magneto? Most people that are later in the game are not going to need them to unlock Magneto, but they do have potential to unlock Magneto for early game players, especially when they come farmable down the road. Now, before I talk about them any further, let me flip the slide to Kitty Pryde. Obviously, the same thing you guys saw for Iceman. Now, the reason why I give Kitty Pryde the nod over Iceman, in simple fact, is her synergy with Jubilee. I don't know if Jubilee will become a legendary type that will overthrow Black Order in Arena, but until we know so, I think it's safe to give her the nod to synergize as well with Jubilee, as you're going to want the legendaries. They're typically very powerful characters in the game, and they usually can keep that status for close to 2 years before they finally start dropping down, like you see with Star-Lord and Nick Fury. Now, another reason why I think Iceman and Kitty Pryde have a long time future in this game, I do see this team being used to unlock future content. I do see them being able to use to unlock challenges, especially Kitty Pryde paired with Jubilee. I am being able to see that this team could be used for U7 raids. And Global's already stacked with Dark Dimension characters, but Jubilee paired with Kitty Pryde and probably Beast too, I think that it does start to stack up as a very favorable Dark Dimension team. So at this point, I would have to say, if you're going to invest money in one of these characters, or finally use up your 20 plus cores you have stacked up, if there's an orb you want to open up or a character you want to buy, it's going to be Kitty Pryde for this patch. And guys, that will do it for me. This is kind of a new one. You have to let me know what your thoughts on. Did you appreciate this deep dive? Is it helpful? Do you find it helpful, especially if you're a new game player? If there's a lot of support for this video, I will keep this series going up for every patch going forward to break them down and tell you guys what is the most efficient character of the patch. Once again, most efficient character, not the most powerful character, guys. Big difference. Some people can't differentiate the two, but a lot of you can, and I appreciate you. So guys, if you enjoy this one, give me a thumbs up. If you're new here and have not done so already, hit that subscribe button. And if you do not want to miss any resource management videos coming up, because there are a lot of them hitting in January, don't forget that notification bell. And with all that said, I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.